Supreme Court weighs Trump bid to bar illegal immigrants from census totals. The Supreme Court on Monday is set to take up President Donald Trump's unprecedented and contentious effort to exclude illegal immigrants from the population totals used to allocate U.S. House of Representatives districts to states. The challenges to Trump's July directive include various states led by New York, cities, counties, and immigrant rights groups. They have argued that the Republican president's move could leave several million people uncounted and cause California, Texas, and New Jersey to lose House seats, which are based on a state's population count in the decennial census. The court, which has a 6-3 conservative majority, including 3 justices appointed by Trump, is scheduled to hear a 80-minute oral argument by teleconference. The census is mandated by the U.S. Constitution. The challengers argue that Trump is prohibited by the Constitution's text from excluding illegal immigrants from the population count. The Constitution requires that the appointment of House seats be based upon the whole number of persons in each state. The challengers said Trump's plan, undertaken as part of the government's responsibility to administer the 2020 census, also violates a federal law called the Census Act that outlines how a census must be conducted. They said Trump's plan would weaken the political power of states with larger number of illegal immigrants, including heavily Democratic California, by undercounting their true populations and depriving them of House seats. If California loses House districts, that likely would mean Democrats lose House seats, benefiting Trump's fellow Republicans. There are an estimated 11 million immigrants living in the United States illegally. Until now, the government's practice was to count all people regardless of their citizenship or immigration status. That's what everyone has always thought, said Dale Ho, a lawyer for the American Civil Liberties Union, which represents illegal immigrant groups in the case. Ho said he is optimistic the court's conservatives, who often tout the importance of interpreting laws as written, would view this one as a rather easy case. Trump's lawyer argued in court papers that the president acted within his authority and that the challengers lacked the necessary legal standing to bring the case. Trump's administration has virtually unfettered discretion as to what data will be used in emulating individual persons in each state for purposes of the decennial census and appointment. Acting Solicitor General Jeff Wall wrote, "The court is deciding the case on an expandable schedule with a ruling due before the end of the year. That would make it difficult for the incoming Biden administration to revisit Trump's plan if it is upheld." A 3-judge panel in New York ruled against the administration in September in the current case, and the justices agreed to take up the appeal on October 16. Federal courts in California and Maryland have reached the same conclusion in other cases though one court in Washington ruled for Trump.